Alright, so I'm out here today on the New England Trail. Again, getting another section in. Actually doing part of my self-created LKD Loop that I'm offering as a backpacking trip for National Trails Day this year. And it's raining out. Got some heavy storms coming in. It's about 50 degrees right now, 49 degrees Fahrenheit on May 12th, 2018. And I still have all the same gear on that I'm going to be bringing with me to the Allegheny 100 and get some mileage in today. I've got my Patagonia Nine Trails 15-liter trail running vest on, and that is loaded up with everything that I'm expecting to bring with me for 50 hours. It is a trail running vest style pack, but as you can see, I got everything inside of it. I've got a Salomon S-Lab Ultras on, some darn tough cycling socks. Actually, I do have my Patagonia trail running shorts on underneath my Outdoor Research Helium 2 pants, but I figured I would put the rain pants on since it's going to be pretty nasty out later with some thunder and heavy rain coming through. And then I have my Houdini jacket, my Brooks running visor, and then I've got a Nike base layer on underneath. I have a fleece and everything in my pack, along with my shelter and sleep system and food and essentials, so if I need any of that stuff, I can just stop and get it out. Alright, so there's someone that passed by and I didn't want to bother them. Yeah, I'm gonna get some mileage in again today. Seems like the rain let up a little bit temporarily, and I'm starting to get a little more generous tree cover. Things are still blooming, but I will check in with all of you at some point and follow up and let you see how the gear is holding up. Alright, see you soon. So there's a barred owl on the trail. I don't want to scare him, but you might be able to see him. Let's try zoom in. Alright. Look right in the middle of the frame. There he goes. How cool is that? So I'm on another trail now, off of the New England Trail. The rain is picking up again, but this vest is awesome. It's carrying the weight so well. I must have about, I think I recorded 12 or 13 pounds in it, and it's still surprisingly manageable and comfortable. You know, maybe it's just personal tolerance, but it's holding up really well. And my back got soaked from the last heavy batch of rain that came through, and The back is completely dry now from body heat and from the breathability of the pack. The pack is dried up pretty well too, along my back anyway. I don't know if I could say the same for the outer part, but my clothing is pretty wet too. The rain is let up, keeps coming through in really heavy batches and then slows down a little bit. Alright, check in with you again soon. Alright, the rain's let up a little bit. Here's one of my views today from Cedar Ridge. Let's walk out just a little bit more. There you can see heading up to Talcott. And if I walk over here, out stepping on the vegetation, we've got East Barn Door Hill over there. Alright. Alright, so as you can see, I'm coming back to the car and I'm gonna go show you why I choose some of the gear that I do on certain days like today. Alright. Alright, so the trekking poles are pretty self-explanatory. The grip, the foam grip is definitely saturated through, but it'll dry pretty quick, and it did not take away from the traction that I needed while using them. Didn't compromise it at all. Alright, so I just cleaned those off. Did 6 miles in just under 2 hours, and show you my pack. So you can see the back is nice and dry for the most part. Spot is soaked, pocket is soaked. Let's flip the vest over. There, you can see it's pretty wet from being out there. But the underside is dry, but that rain is going to soak through the fabric, as you saw at the top. So actually things are pretty dry, but see, I still have my trash compactor bag liner in here. Got my reservoir in the back. My water, but all of my stuff is going to be completely dry in here. sleep system, food, clothing, first aid, everything. Let's check out the gear in the top pocket here, just to see. Yeah, I threw that in there for the A100. Got my New England Trail maps with me too. Threw my wallet in a sandwich bag just in case. But yeah, everything is super dry. I'm pretty impressed. And granted, I was only out for 2 hours, but still, it was downpouring a few times. Alright, let me show you my clothing. Alright, yeah, so I took one of my snacks out, and the pocket's a little wet in here. You can see where it's like darker, but it's to be expected. I mean, I was hiking right into the rain. This will dry quick. The other stuff that I have in here is insect repellent, sunblock, all of that in my mesh pocket here. Alright, let me show you my jacket. Alright, so it's a little wet in some spots. I mean, that's the hood. But overall, the inside a little damp from back sweat, but not bad at all. And this, because it's wind and water resistant, it's going to dry very, very quickly. On me, my Nike base layer, this is completely dry. Yeah. Visor's a little damp. This is kind of right where the hood was, where the end of the hood was, and so this is all exposed, but the whole inside is all very, very dry. And this was all underneath the hood of the Houdini jacket. Footwear. I'll show you on one of these. So you can see my footwear is completely soaked and wet. Dry on the sides though, lots of mud. And almost completely bone dry. Yeah. This is almost completely dry. It's awesome. So with non-waterproof, breathable shoes, even though I was hiking in the pouring rain and these got soaked, they were able to dry very, very quickly. And lastly, my waterproof, breathable Helium 2 pants are a little muddy, but dry for the most part. And if I slid these down, these are completely dry. Alright, yeah, so I'm really pumped with this pack. This handled great. I rigged some shock cord up with this using the daisy chain and toggle and some shock cord that I had just to tie things on the outside if I want to. But as you can see, I don't really have anything outside. And yeah, man, what a great trip. All right, good morning, everyone. It is May 14th, Monday. I am about 9.5, 10 miles in on the LKD Loop, the 39.3 mile backpacking loop that I have for Trails Day this year. I am attempting to do it all in a day, just to get, maybe this will be my last training session for the A100. I might do something a little smaller later on, but as you see, the clouds are just beginning to break. It's pretty humid, even though it's mid-50s, the sun's starting to break through the clouds. Bugs are coming out, so I might put the head net on soon. I started over there around Tanager Hill, Penwood State Park, and made my way up along the Metacomet Ridge over to where I am now. I headed over to the camp area for the backpacking trip and came back around this way, and now I'm at Peak Mountain. I have to finish up heading over that way toward East Barn Door Hill and McLean Game Refuge and West Ledge. I am doing the backpacking loop in reverse of the way that I will be offering it for Trails Day. But I just wanted to share with you a little clip of my training. And also the vests that I have on again. So I've got this thing packed to the max. We've got 30 miles still to go, around 30. But yeah, this thing is packed completely all the way up. But I do have all of my food in there. I have my shelter in there, my clothing, my essentials, my maps, and also I've got my Ketadine Be Free in that pocket, some essential items in this pocket, and tons of snacks up at the top. So yeah, just wanted to show you how this pack rides. So in a moment, I'm actually going to run down to the trailhead over where Peak Mountain ends and continue on. But probably have like a little over a mile to go. But I'm gonna cinch these down. Just wanted to not just show you the training that I've been doing, but also just how this trail running vest rides with about 13 pounds of weight inside of it. All right, here is the USGS survey marker for Peak Mountain on the Blue Blazed New England National Scenic Trail, Metacomet Trail, and the Trop Rock Ridge. This is going to be interesting. I've never run with my phone in my hand and trying to film, so. slightly rolled my ankle back there. It's alright. Built up a tolerance for that over time. Backpacking with trail runners, the ankles are like steel, luckily. Love running through here. Beautiful. All right, how cool was that? Couple of locals sharing part of the trail with me. Always a privilege to see wildlife when you're out. It's one of the connections that I love with backpacking and fast packing, hiking, whatever you're doing. Yeah. As you can see, you don't really need to worry about black bears as long as you handle the situation appropriately. They don't want to bother with us at all. As you can see, they paid no attention to me really. They were more focused on enjoying the sun and eating everything in the grass. So this vest pack is carrying incredibly well, just like it was on Saturday. And you hear water in the background. I'm going to show you that in just a minute. But yeah, I am probably about 17 or 18 miles in now. It's been an incredible day out here. I'm really loving this loop I created, but this other highlight is this. So this is known as the Cascade, and it's on a spur trail right off of the LKD Loop, and it's part of the wildlife refuge just as much as the many black bears that live in here. I'm gonna begin my climb a bit more, and got a water crossing coming up soon. Yeah, I'm loving this vest, digging it. Warmed up. It's about 60 degrees, 62, and the clouds are breaking everywhere. And my ankle is feeling great. Rolled it back on descending Peak Mountain on some of the trap rock, and can't even tell. All right. See you guys soon. All right. Coming up on my water crossing that I was expecting. It's not this one. It's nothing. The other one up here is a little more major, but it's not going to be anything too intense. Yeah, so here it is. It looks like somebody actually bridged the gap. So yeah, I am just going to walk across this. Didn't really do a good job. But still manageable. One more video from the LKD Loop. I just ran up the Red Blaze Trail to the overlook of West Ledge, and out that way you kind of see you've got Mount Tom, part of the Metacomet-Monadnock New England National Scenic Trail, and the Seven Sisters right after that. A little bit closer, right there, is East Barndoor Hill and McLean Game Refuge. That's where I was before, and that's where I saw the black bears. And then that's Peak Mountain where I was earlier this morning, and then this is the ridge that I ran along, and that's all part of the LKD Loop and also the New England National Scenic Trail. There's Talcott, the Hublin Tower up there, and Talcott Mountain. So it's really cool to see all of this connected together. Absolutely beautiful. I'm about 26 and a half, 27 miles in. Still have a little ways to go to get to my car back down near Tanager Hill. Yeah, this pack has been great. I am probably down to like 11 and a half, 12 pounds now. Not too much less than that. I have a 1.5 liter water bladder in here, the Osprey Hydraulics LT, and I've been using that throughout the day and filling up when water sources come up. I've been drinking quite a bit and filling up with the Catadine Be Free when I need to. And I also have a Hydra Pack stow inside the top of this pack with some Noon tablets so I can hydrate with that. But enough about my pack and me. Let me give you one more view from the top of West Ledge and the LKD Loop for National Trails Day. 39.3 backpacking loop, connecting communities, trails, parks, national historic landmarks, everything. All right, I'm gonna grab a snack and then head down that way and continue through Tolmeadow. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm not gonna film too much more. Looks like there's some smoke out that way. Just noticed that. Hope it's all right. Hope it's controlled. Yeah, distractions. I will see you later. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate your subscriptions and comments and feedback. It means a lot to me. And I look forward to sharing more videos with you. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.